Alright. Alrighty. Hello, everyone. Guten de Morgen. Alright, so today we're learning ads. So, we're going here. I was just watching this, but we're going to go back to the ads page. And let's go ahead and introduce ourselves. Welcome, ad friends. Read and introduce yourself. Thank you for being here. It means the world. Welcome to Ads Lab, a group dedicated to chatter surrounding paid traffic in school communities. Check out the video below. Please take a look at our foundations course, whether you're new or experienced. Please introduce yourself below. Tell us where you are with your school group and where you are in the process of running meta ads. And what is your goal with it? Those less experienced seek help with respect and gratitude. Veteran media buyers, please offer your patience and guidance generously. We are all beginners at one point. Rules, give and take. Please share your ad test and results, good or bad. Quality posts only. Give your all. Report any low quality post to us. No selling yourself promo. Don't pitch to people in DMs. See it out there. Nice. I guess we'll start with this. Hello, everyone. Come on. All right, So, hello everyone, my name is Isaac and I have spent $0 on paid media. Well, that's actually a lie. I maybe have spent like $5 trying to test things, then got too overwhelmed. I am hoping that this course can help me learn the way of the pixel. Thanks. I kind of like that. Deep dive into your ad account, 30-minute video watch, complete action. How long does an ad take to optimize? I'm wondering what the minimum time is. Alright, so let's just go to the classroom and start. I think I watched this one right here, so let's put that.
Hey everyone, I want to talk about what you should expect to actually be able to do from using this course. Will ads solve the problems that you have with scaling, with getting people in your group?
Probably not.
Running ads ASAP. We say run ads ASAP because it's a really big opportunity right now. And
yeah,
that's true. Ads are not going to fix the problem of you not having a compelling offer, though. They're not going to fix a problem of you not having a solid about page. They're going to tell you that that's a problem, though. We suggest running ads if you think your offer is compelling, you think that people will join, and you've gotten some amount of feedback that, like, you know, this is
I think people will join.
And if you haven't gotten that feedback and you're confident, running ads will tell you if your offer is working. And so you can spend usually around $100 to $200 total before knowing, is your offer going to convert at all? That's the minimum amount of spend in order to learn that.
That's not that bad.
Before going through this group, just know that running ads will help you sell your group if your about page is on point. It will also help you hone your about page. When Matt and I first ran ads, it didn't really work.
This is also cool.
This
is also cool because then I can take this to my job and then be like, oh, our offer sucks, or this is the reason why our ads suck, because, or why we're not getting any business. Not because the ads aren't doing its job, but we have no good offer creation. So it's interesting. This is things that you don't know until you like completely just dive in and just start learning things over and over and over, and then you're like, oh, maybe it's not this, it's actually this. So yeah, let's keep going.
Iterated and got it working, and we did that through ads. We spent money and we learned those things and we became profitable through that. But it's really a collaborative effort, and ads will only work with a good offer and with good about page, good images, good videos, good stuff. This group isn't about making those things. This group is about creating ads, creating the images that get people to those things. And so we do help you figure out, well, what do you do to make the ad? But once they land on that about page, this group is not about all that it takes to create a solid about page at this stage. We may add more resources for this later. We're still collecting that, but we're really focused on getting people to the page at the best price, creatives and images for your ads. And once they land on that about page, there's a lot of resources all over school. A lot of them are free in the school community and school games community on improving your about page. This is not going to be a huge repository of that, at least in the short term. We might put some resources, but we expect that you will be able to find the resources to help you improve that and improve your offer too. You'll see a lot of great groups on building really compelling offers. This is a group dedicated to ads. That's what you'll find here. Just wanted to say that before you get into it. Thanks.
All right. Key points: run ads ASAP. That's what I'm trying to do today. Hopefully by the end of this hour, I'm running ads. Offer validation. Ads can help you determine if your offer is compelling. Spend around $100 to $200 on ads should give you an idea of whether your offer will convert. Beautiful. I have that kind of money. Iterative improvement. Both Matt and I experienced initial failures and improved our campaign through iteration and feedback from running ads. Collaborative effort. Success with ads requires a good offer, strong about page, and compelling creative. I have probably like 2 of those. Strong about page. Maybe let's keep it conservative. 1.5. While we guide you in making effective ads, we do not provide all that stuff. That's cool. Thank you very much. And rules and boundaries.
Hey everyone, I want to talk about some of the rules and some of the boundaries of this group because it is a bit different than your typical group. Sure, we have some of the normal boundaries like don't spam each other, don't DM each other, don't try to sell things directly into the group. But something that's really important about this group is that it's a group for people to share their results, and it's a place where we adopt the same system so that we can optimize things together. And so one boundary for this group is that if you don't adopt this system, if you're not using the suggestions that we give you here in the foundation, and you're not sharing a test in the way that we ask you to share a test, we can't help you to the extent that you could be helped. So if we don't have the context that we need to help you, and you post a question and it's like, how can I get a better return? My CPAs are $5 and I just duplicated an ad set, and what do I do? If you post that but you haven't posted an initial test, it's really hard for us to help you, because you'll notice that as you go through here, we show you how to set up your campaign, what visuals to use, how to be thinking about running ads to your school community. And all this is prerequisite information that you really need to have before you really start participating in the community and asking questions about how to improve your ads and how to fix these things. If you don't go through here, it often just leads to a lot of extra sort of posts that we can't give you enough useful information for you to make change. And so if you don't go through this course, people in this community can't really help you hone in your ads. And so watch these videos, watch all of these videos. You can skip some of these if you're already running ads. You don't need to learn how to set up Business Manager or your Pixel, but watch sort of these videos on mindset, watch campaign structure and setting up your campaign, even if you're already running ads. You certainly need to look at running your first test, assessing columns, mindset. These are all really critical things, visuals as well, even if you're running ads now. And so just know that the rules, the boundaries of this group, I would say that it's almost required that you use our exact framework to run ads. If you use another framework, you just need to present an initial test, and you need to really illustrate everything that's different between your campaign structure and your ad structure. How is that different than ours? Are you using a campaign type we're not using? Are you using an ad set or budgeting that we aren't using? You need to kind of just illustrate for us what's going on in detail. When you're running your first test, you'll need to detail that here in your post for us. This will all make sense as you go through these phases, but I wanted to point this out right away here in sort of a boundaries and rules video, because this will really help you get the most out of this group. It's really hard to gain the benefits of this group if you skip over the foundation and you go straight into the community and start asking questions about how to improve your ads. It's just proving to be difficult I'm noticing for the people that are doing that to get help. So trying to help you out by suggesting that you consume this. And when you get through this, you also unlock the scaling course where we really go into detail on the things you will not find here. And so please, we kind of ask to do this initial test, which is just an initial test in our group. It's not run your very first test on Facebook necessarily. It's really just like you are running an initial test here in the ads lab. So thanks for being here. Appreciate the sort of the participation from everyone in this group. Don't be afraid to post if you have something to say, or if you do have a quick question about something you're already running. But if you try to get into the weeds about like what's going on, I can't figure out how to troubleshoot a campaign, it's really hard for that sort of thing to be addressed in the group without a full test being presented. And so, and that means you present your images, you present your copy, you are showing screenshots of your actual columns. The test is all of that stuff. That's the context that's needed to troubleshoot. And so appreciate you being here. Thanks, and we'll see you in the rest of the videos.
Nice. Gonna get some water here. Water, a Monster, and a protein shake. Everything you need for the morning. Oh, that's crazy. I got all the liquids. All the liquids. Okay.
All right, I want to go through what you will not get from this group. These are things that we just can't feasibly offer everybody at $29 a month. So the first thing is just direct time exchange with me and Matt. We can't guarantee that we will be able to help every person in this group one-on-one with all requests. We both participate in the group regularly. We try to get to as many things as we can, but this isn't a group where Matt and Devin are always showing everyone what to do with everything. So we don't do one-on-one coaching, and we kind of limit our feedback. It's more of a place where we're collecting people that are doing the same thing so that we can all understand this world together. And Matt and I are building out resources to try to answer the most important questions at all the critical moments. And you'll find a lot of those in the scaling course once you launch your test, but a lot of the how do I set these things up, am I doing the right thing sorts of questions are in the foundation training. And so that's the first thing. The second thing is direct tech support. We do have a couple tech support threads, but these threads are member peer-based threads. Matt and I participate when we can, but we don't offer full Facebook tech support as a part of this group's price. We jump in there sometimes, but we really want this to be a big, long list of sort of the answers to people's questions that they've had around that topic, so that it doesn't need to be repeatedly asked over and over. So when you find these tech support threads, they're attached to the lessons that they are related to, like Meta business account creation tech support thread, Pixel integration tech support thread. These threads, they're attached to those lessons. Facebook account management, we see people breaking the terms of service in some way or another. Sometimes it's hard to understand what you've done, and also sometimes it feels like you haven't done anything, but Facebook is either banned your account suddenly or your account is locked suddenly. And this is a bit of a black box, and it happens to the best of us. And sometimes it happens because you break the terms of service in some way or another. Like you have multiple Facebook personal accounts, that's against the terms of service. You have multiple ad accounts, that's against the terms of service. Your ads might be too edgy, you might be showing too much skin, or like that's against the terms of service. And so trying to play this game conservatively, also scaling too fast can also trigger these sort of Facebook bans suddenly. It's basically any activity that makes you look like what a scammer looks like. Even if you're not a scammer, you risk Facebook locking up your account suddenly. And so you want to move slowly, methodically, and conservatively for a while. You don't want to push the boundaries with edgy content, anything that's close to a terms of service thing, until you have a mature account, until you have a established reputation. In the beginning, it's really important. And so we can't help you get out of Facebook jail. I mean, some people are in it for a few days and they can appeal their way out of it, and sometimes people are stuck in it for a much longer period of time. And so the next thing is high touch service, just similar to the first one. Giving like a direct service to each person. We can't like help you in the DMs. Like Matt and I's DMs aren't open to everyone in this group. We have a higher tier mastermind group where there is a bit of a higher touch thing going on, and that is where that sort of service exists. We also don't steal creatives in here. This is a group full of tests, and so there is this idea that we're all learning from each other, but we really have to draw a really strong boundary. It's important that when you acknowledge what is winning in somebody else's tests, that you step away from their creatives for a minute and think about your offer and think about your product. Now, how do you make your own creatives, but maybe you can understand that learning and integrate it? If somebody's created content in some kind of image generator, for instance, don't just pull the image over, add a little color filter to it, and crop out the text and put your own text. That is not cool. That's stealing other people's creative. Don't just take their exact text template and just replace their name with your name. You need to redo these things. And so it's really good to learn from each other, but we have to respect that boundary. This boundary is a really important one. And so another thing is just there's not guaranteed success when you run ads. If your offer isn't good, if your about page isn't good, if your creatives aren't good, a really great Facebook ad campaign structure isn't going to work for you. It comes down to a combination of things that bring success. And you can look around in the group, you can roll through tests and get a sense of like, where is the bar for success? Who's getting success and what does their offer look like? What does their image look like and what does their copy look like? Does mine look like that? If you think it does and you're not getting success, you might want to get a second opinion. Sometimes it's hard to look at your own offer. You get a little numb to these things after a while. So work with a professional, somebody that is really skilled to help you break down your offer, to help you improve these assets. Because you really, there's not a shortcut. This does take a lot of work, and it's not instant. Even with Matt and I, it took us a month or so to find this profitability with the ads lab using Facebook ads, and we were iterating a lot. We had a lot of failed tests, and even after finding success, there's volatility, and you have to continue to try new things, and you kind of break through these different moments of it being, it'll be easy for a minute, and then it gets really hard again, and it's just these little walls are always there, and this is a group place where we can work through these things together inside of the group, but there's not a short way to do this. It takes a lot of work. We also don't offer like comprehensive setup assistance. We try to break things down in very high detail in the course, but there's a lot to a campaign, and we have a detailed campaign video. If you follow it and you're confused, you're welcome to ask questions, but the course is something to really go back to and try to figure it out yourself. There's a lot of people that have been able to consume this foundation training and run successful ads. And so we know that this course has what is needed, and we're really trying to return to this course and add things that are key that we're realizing we should add later so that it is really improved. And so before jumping into asking questions about campaign creation, audience creation, this or that, just check the foundations course. And if you run a test and you've been added to the scaling course, check the scaling course as well. And so yeah, we get a lot of requests, so try to use the actual structured designated areas if you're asking a question about a specific topic. And if you do that, and if you don't realize that there's an area for this, you don't notice it, somebody on our team might point that out to you. And when you do, after we take this over here, you might actually find the solution. This information for everyone in the future. That's it, guys, is to go from being uncertain about your spend on Facebook to having confidence in running ads because you have perspective on what other people. There's a lot that also comes once you find that point. Once you're confident, it doesn't mean you're going to stay where you're at forever, and you need to keep working on your game and keep paying attention to what people are doing. And actively participate in the group and bring questions for other people. And one-on-one, when we do have that one-on-one, you're learning that you've had to the group. If you see somebody that's going through the same thing you went through when you ran your first test, help them out, answer that question for them, because it makes a huge difference. It helps people to make connections. And so that's kind of it. That's the list of sort of things that you won't get in this group that I wanted to make sure were understood. So thanks for being here. Hey there, I'm Devin, and I wanted to walk you through setting up your Meta business account just from an overview standpoint. One thing that I want to mention now is that Meta is sort of always playing with the architecture of how their account structures are set up. It's changed a lot over the years. They changed the name of things from creative suites to business suites to manager and it's become really confusing even for media buyers to even remember or know how to navigate these things. So if I make a video sharing exactly how to do this, there's no saying that tomorrow this whole process will be different. And so what I suggest you do is you start with business.facebook.com and you get started with this business tools from Meta page and go through the process. It's very easy to create a business account, and I'll tell you what assets are important to create so that you can run ads, you can set up your pixel. So what you need to do is you need to create this business manager account. You need to create an ad account, which I can show you that. And then you also need to create a Facebook page so that your ad is connected to a Facebook page. You don't have to do this until you're really running the ads. If you just want to set up your Meta pixel right now so that you can run ads later, and just right before you run it, you just want to set up an account, which I can show. Business manager account.
Are you actually going to show us?
You need to create an ad account, which I can show you that. And then you also need to create a Facebook page so that your ad is connected to a Facebook page. You don't have to do this until you're really running the ads. If you just want to set up your Meta pixel right now so that you can run ads later, and just right before you run ads, you can create your Facebook page, that's fine. So what I would say is just set up your business manager. You will add a new ad account, and then you can go through that process of setting up the new pixel, connect it to your school, and then sometime before you're ready to start running your ads, you have your offer super honed in, your about page is cleaned up, you've gotten feedback, and people are saying you're doing a good job, and you are ready to start playing with some ads. Just create your Facebook page, you create your Instagram page, and you'll link all that together in your business account, and you'll be able to run ads. We'll have more in-depth tutorials on that in later lessons, but for right now, just start by clicking this login with Facebook page. I'm going to do this and kind of skip ahead. All right, so once you've signed up for the Meta Business Suite, you now have this business account, and you can now create your ad account, you can set up your pixel, and you can get to the point of eventually running ads. Now that you have your business account, you'll be able to create your Facebook page, your Instagram page. And so the next thing you'll do is you may be on another page within the business suite, but regardless of where you are, just go to All Tools and go to Settings, which is right here. You can also just click the little wheel at the bottom. Once you do that, it'll take you to this settings page, and you'll see data sources. You'll see a lot of the stuff that cover in the Pixel video. And what you'll do is you'll go into ad accounts, and you'll create your ad account. And so you'll create a new ad account, and you'll name this account, and you'll hit next. Cool. And so now that you have,
Okay, create new ad account. We're -7, I think. Yeah, -7 US dollars. Ad account name. Sweet Booth Success. Sure.
this ad account, you can add your payment method so that you can pay for your ads. You can set other people up to help you run your ads from this place. So you'll.
Okay. Oh boy, getting out the wallets already. Wow. Okay. Yeah, we'll just use some. Okay, I'm just entering in my credit card information. Yes, you guys can't see. It's my credit card information. Chill, guys. Right. My credit card information
this is
added.
that you'll be able to manage who has access to your accounts. I don't know if you need to add full control or not, but if you do, that's what you would have done. I don't know if that said full control before, but if you click manage next to your name, just make sure you have full control over that. And so from here, you're ready to watch the next video in the course, which is how to set up your pixel. And so I know it's confusing. There's the Meta Business Manager, there's the business suite, there's pixels and data sets, and it all kind of meshes together. I don't know about you, but for my brain, it's just kind of like, it's a lot. And once you are running ads for a long time for the same brand, like I've been running ads for my clothing company for a long time, like you don't do this stuff every day. You know, I did this once a long time ago, and it was a lot different than this. And now this whole process is changed. And so I'm not perfectly familiar with all this setup. I'm relearning it to teach it to you. I'm going through the process myself, and it's surprisingly much more complicated than it used to be. Maybe it's not so surprising, but if you have any questions about how to do this, or if you run into any issues, if you get to any pages where you're confused, then we will have a like a mega thread pinned below this video course, and you can go in there, ask any questions that you have in there. So thanks.
Nice. Done. Let's set up my pixel.
Hey everyone, so setting up your pixel is a topic that is new, and since I made this initial video, Sam, the founder of Skool, made a really concise video about setting up your pixel. So before you watch sort of my 10-minute, more in-depth video, I suggest you go check out the Skool help article and just watch Sam's video. It's a lot more direct, and honestly, they built the integration. They know a lot more of the details specifically than I do. And so if you watch this and you can get your pixel installed without watching my whole video that kind of is appended after this, then that would be a win. If you watch his video and you still aren't sure what to do, then kind of watch the rest of my video here. Thanks. Hey everyone, my name is Devin.
So, he wants me to watch Sam's video? Okay. His video's not here.
Made a really concise video about setting up your pixel. So before you watch sort of my 10-minute more in-depth video, I suggest you go check out.
Oh, it was a School Center article.
In this video, I'm going to show you how to set up the Meta Pixel Tracking plugin for your school group. So you need to have your own group and you need to be the admin. And what you do is you click the settings button, then you click plugins.
Wait. So here, settings, plugins,
And then Meta Pixel Tracking, you click edit.
Edit.
And you want to turn it on.
On.
And then you want to click connect Metapixel.
Connect Metapixel.
And you need the Metapixel ID and the access token. I'm going to show you where to find those. So in another tab, you want to go to business.facebook.com/settings.
I'm
right?
there.
And it should take you to a page like this. Now you want to select the right business manager account up here in this drop down. So I've got one called ROI Club, right? Make sure you've got the right one there. If you don't have one of these accounts, you'll need to create one at business.facebook.com. You can follow those instructions. Now what you want to do is click data sources, and then you want to click data sets, right?
Data sources,
and here
data sets.
You should see your existing data set or pixel if you already have one, right?
Don't.
If you don't have one, I'm going to show you how to make one in a second.
Okay.
But assuming you already have one, you select the right one here. This one's called ROI Pixel. Then you click Open in Events Manager. And then you just click Settings. Then you get your dataset ID right here. You put that here. That's your Metapixel ID. And then you scroll down and you click Generate Access Token. And you copy this to your clipboard and then you paste it in here. And this is your access token. Then you click Connect and then bam, it says connected, right? Now you can see if this is connected by doing this little test. So back here you want to click on Test Events. And the page should look like this. Then you go back to this tab and then you want to click on the About page. I might just refresh that. Yep, there we go. So there we can see that it tracked. So it's tracking a page view, right?
Nice.
And if I refresh this again, there's another page view, right? And this you can see here, receiving activity from school.com.
Nice.
This means that it's all done. Everything is set up. And if the page views are tracking, that means you set up everything correctly. And
Beautiful.
that means that when somebody, I'll go back to the plugins, Metapixel tracking. So these are the three events we track. Page view, this is when somebody visits your about page,
Okay.
right? And you can use this for building a retargeting audience and retargeting everyone that visits your about page for your group.
Okay.
Right? And then the two conversion events, we have complete registration and purchase. So if you've got a free group, when somebody requests access to your group, that means, you know, they request access, right? Then we fire an event called complete registration, right? Now, the other one is purchase. So when somebody joins your group as a paid member, we fire over the purchase event, and you can use this as a conversion event to optimize for if you're trying to run ads to get paid members. So typically, you know, you're going to do retargeting, or you're going to try to get ads to get free members, or you're going to run ads to get paid members. And just with these three simple events, we can do all of those things for you. Now, if you don't have a pixel, right, you just click add, and you would go ROI pixel 2, call it whatever you want, and then you would share it with yourself. Right, assigned. Once it's shared with you, you would just click and then you would share it with yourself, and you would go ROI Pixel 2,
Okay.
call it whatever you want, and then you would share it.
Oh, there it is. Okay. And assign. I'm sharing it with myself.
With yourself. Right. Assigned.
Full control. Assign.
Once it's shared with you, you would just click open in Events Manager.
Open Events Manager.
And all you need to do is click on Settings and get the dataset ID, which is the Pixel ID.
Dataset ID. Copy. Paste. And then generate.
Scroll down and generate the access.
Alright, or is it choose partner, generate access token? You need to have an email associated with your business to be able to generate. Okay, well, I can have an email. That's easy enough. Street address, postal code, business website. Oh, my business is to be verified. All right, so I'll put my EIN in here. So I'm just filling in all the information right now. Yeah, I'm just filling out all the information that I have right now, just so that it can verify my business. And let me go ahead and go there. Just make sure I have the right number. Okay, save. That looks correct. Where do I also put my email at? And now I need to verify my email, which I'm going to Gmail right now to verify. So I confirm my Google business or business Meta business whatever. Now let's see if we could do our Meta stuff without like verifying our business. If we can, then I'm gonna just do that, you know? Data source, data set. I think we go here, open events manager, right? And then setting, and then generate access token. Nice. This is pretty good. Okay, now I'm putting that access token in here. Connect. So it's connected. So then we go back, go to the about page, we refresh. Then we go back to our original test event.
Token, copy that and put it in, and then bam, you're done, right? That's all you need to do. Now I know that this asks you to do a lot of other things, right? Just ignore all of it. You don't need to do any of that. We've tested this thing thoroughly. That's literally all you need to do. So that's it for this training. Thanks.
Okay, wait, before we...
And if I refresh this again, the two conversion... Yep, there we go. Back to this tab, and then you want to click on the About page. I might just refresh that. Yep, there we go. So there we can see that it tracked. So it's tracking a page view, right? And if I refresh this again, there's another page view, right? And this, you can see here, receiving activity from school.com. This means that it's all done. Everything is set up. And if the page views are tracking, that means you set up everything correctly. And that means, and this, you can see that on test events.
His test events looks different from mine. So confirm.
The page should look like this. Then you go back to this tab.
Okay.
And then you want to click on the About page. I might just refresh that. Yep.
Oh, okay. So once the refresh works, then these two things go away. Okay, here, refresh. No, nothing yet. Let me just double check that is set up correctly. Setting plugins, Metapixel. Let's see if this number is right. Yep. Yep, that looks correct. It said test and it was success. So I think I'm good to go. Oh, wow. That is so interesting. You know what? I just turned off my ad blocker, right? So, here, I'll show you this, right? So, on this side right here, I'm going to turn my ad blocker on. Boom. Right. And I press refresh. Nothing. Nothing. But if I turn it off, then I refresh here. Another. Dude, uBlock Origin blocks pixels as well, so you can't be pixel retargeted? That's crazy. I didn't even know that. I was like, why isn't this working for me? Well, because I'm blocking ads and not even I'm blocking future ads. Huh? Dude, I didn't even know uBlock Origin does that. That's crazy. That's crazy. Wow. That's crazy. Anyways, back to learning this.
This school help article. You just watch Sam's video. It's a lot more direct, and honestly, they built the integration. They know a lot more of the details specifically than I do. And so if you watch this and you can get your Pixel installed without watching my whole video that kind of is appended after this, then that would be a win. If you watch his video and you still aren't sure what to do, then kind of watch the rest of my video here. Thanks. Hey everyone, my name is Devin, and I am with the Ads Lab, which is a school community where we teach other school communities if you want to try to make. All right, now you want to name your data set the same name as your school account. This is all assuming you have a business manager part yourself, because there's really nothing to do. Meta has already is already going to input this out of habit. You'll turn on advanced matching. This will allow you to then select this pixel whenever you're creating an ad. And so you'll just hit add. And you'll also assign people, and you'll assign yourself, and you'll give yourself full control. Go over to plugins, and now you'll click on edit for metapixel tracking, and you'll turn it on, and then you'll click connect to metapixel. And so now there's these two to school. And so to find those, you can go into your pixel, and you'll click settings. And this is your data set IDs. I'll copy. We'll go back over to school here. Goodness. And now you'll click connect. And now right here, you're just going to put school.com, and you'll hit next. And you'll hit confirm. And then you'll see school.com show up in a list down here. If you scroll back down, school.com and subdomains is selected, which is what we want. And so now it takes a little while. It takes up to 30 minutes to get data in here. But so if you open an incognito tab and you go to your school page, I will go to the Ads Lab. This isn't even the right school page, but I will open the correct school page so that the event fires. But if you just go to this page for your school in an incognito tab, I click the join group button, let something pop up just to be sure that we fire that Facebook pixel. That pixel is going to record when somebody views your page. It's also going to record when somebody registers for a free account, and it's also going to fire whenever you get a sale for a paid account. So it's 3 events right now, and depending on what somebody does, that data will show up here. Another tip when you're testing is that this date range automatically excludes today, and so you can see it's yesterday and earlier. So you need to click today, and this does take 30 minutes, so you do have to wait it out. And sometimes troubleshooting can be frustrating if you have gone through all these steps and things are not working. It was really frustrating for me, so I ended up creating a whole bunch of pixels, and it finally worked. And I don't even remember what exactly I did differently. But my suggestion is to wait like 45 minutes. And if you have no data here after clicking in that a few times, and just click in there a few times in a different browser, open your phone on cellular. I mean, try to make sure you open that page and it records. And if it's still not showing, don't create another pixel right away, because you cannot delete your pixels. It's really annoying to have a bunch of pixels that are all basically duplicates, because you can never delete a pixel. It's a weird, annoying thing that Meta decided was a good idea. And so wait this out. If you really do have trouble, comment below the video so that we can help you out, because we want to make sure that everyone figures out how this works. And I know it can be frustrating, but creating a whole bunch of pixels is not a fun thing to do, because you end up with all these duplicates and you can't remove them. And so this test events area is also not helpful. So don't try to use the test events area. All your testing is done here in the overview. And so eventually, let me actually open another account to show you what that looks like. So eventually, this is what your overview page will look like once you start to get events firing. And you can see the events here. This is for what is currently a free group, but it's about to be paid. And so we only have page views and complete registrations, but if this was a paid group, you'd see one more event firing anytime somebody pays. And so you'll see here, like, there have been 19 events today. So 19 people have gone here, 11 people have signed up. What you'll see just like 1 hour will show, and it'll show like maybe one event. And that means you're good, your pixel's installed. And so good luck to you. I salute you for doing this. It's important to get your pixel set up right away, even if you don't plan on running ads for a while, so that these events can be recording and your pixel can start to gather data for when you do run ads. And so probably should have said that at the beginning for people that are considering doing this, but tell your friends, and let me know if there's anything else that you need to know in comments.
Nice.
Hey everyone, properly creating and linking your Facebook pages, your Instagram pages to your ads is really critical for a few reasons. It signals to Facebook that you're legitimate. They look at your page content, your Instagram content, helps them understand your business, and it builds trust with the Facebook advertising side of things. But also, it's good for the customer. If you're running ads and you have a Facebook page and an Instagram page linked, when your ads are running, you will people will be able to be pushed over to those other accounts, and that might be the entry point to your school for them. So I'm going to walk you through doing this. The first step here is you're going to be going to business.facebook.com/settings, and if you have multiple businesses, you'll select the one for you. If you just have one business, it's going to take you straight to that business's settings page, which is this page here. So it starts out kind of in this people area. Where we'll want to go is a few places. We'll go to pages, and this will actually show the Facebook page that you have that's associated with this business. If you don't have one, you need to add a Facebook page for your school. So if you have a school community that you don't currently have a Facebook page representing it, you want to add that page right here in the correct business account. And once you do that, you'll just assign yourself to that page, and you'll grant yourself all access here. And so that's step one, is making sure that your Facebook page is attached to your business manager account. And when you do this, later you'll notice when you're creating ads, it'll say select business Facebook page, and then this page will show there. And when you do this, later you'll notice is making sure that your Facebook page is attached to your business manager account. And when you do this, later you'll notice when you're to that page, and you'll grant yourself all access here. And so that's step one, is making sure that your Facebook page is attached to your business manager account. And when you do this, later you'll notice when you're creating ads, it'll say select business Facebook page, and then this page will show there. If later on you don't have this created and you go to select Facebook page, you won't be able to continue, or you won't be able to use all the features. And so you want to do that. And then once you're done with that, you'll go to your Instagram and you'll do the same thing. If you have an Instagram account, you'll want to add that in here by hitting add and connecting your Instagram account that you already have. If you don't yet have an Instagram account that represents your school community page, or one that you think is appropriate, if you think about it, when you're running an ad that goes to your school, if this ad is running on Instagram and somebody, instead of clicking on the link to go to your school page, if they instead click on your profile picture, it's going to take them to an Instagram page. If you have a page that's appropriate to go to, then you'll connect that here. I know some people, they might connect their biggest sort of their business. If you're a business personality, you can connect that page, even if your school is maybe just one product in your arsenal. So you'll connect that here. Sometimes there's a little bit of extra verification that pops up in here once it's connected. Go through it again. Make sure you complete that, because that is really foundational. In a little bit of extra verification that pops up in here once it's connected. Go through it again. Make sure you complete that, because that is really foundational. In you can connect that page, even if your school is, if you're a business personality, connect that here. I know if you have a page that's appropriate, go to your school page. If they page, or one that you think is appropriate created, and you go to select Facebook page, you won't be able to continue, or you won't be able to use all the features. And so you want to do that. And then once you're done with that, you'll go to your Instagram and you'll do the same thing. If you have an Instagram account, you'll want to add that in here by hitting add and connecting your Instagram account that you already have. If you don't yet have an Instagram account that represents your school community page, or one that you think is appropriate, if you think about it, when you're running an ad that goes to your school, if this ad is running on Instagram and somebody, instead of clicking on the link to go to your school page, if they instead click on your profile picture, it's going to take them to an Instagram page. If you have a page that's appropriate to go to, then you'll connect that here. I know some people, they might connect their biggest sort of their business. If you're a business personality, you can connect that page, even if your school is maybe just one product in your arsenal. So you'll connect that here. Sometimes there's a little bit of extra verification that pops up in here once it's connected. Go through it again. Make sure you complete that, because that is really foundational in gaining trust with running ads on Facebook. And so another thing I will say is you're going to want to create a bio. You're going to want to add profile pictures. You're going to want to add the banner photo on Facebook. You should probably have a few posts on Instagram, at least one post that you pin or something, because Facebook, if it starts to feel like the ads that you're running aren't trustworthy, there is a review of your Facebook account, your Facebook page rather, and your Instagram page. And it's sort of all those things in tandem that tell Meta or Facebook that you are trustworthy. And so create a trustworthy presence in those places. You're also probably going to build a following if you're running Facebook ads on these other platforms, because sometimes people don't want to click the link to go to your landing page. Actually, this is just them becoming interested in you initially, and they might be like, I do resonate with this. I don't really want to go to their about page right now, but I wouldn't mind seeing more of my feed. And so they might just go like your Facebook page if they're a Facebook user, or if they're more primarily Instagram, they might just go like your Instagram page. And so knowing that, beef up those profiles, because this is a good way. You're paying for results, right, on school, but you're also kind of paying to build up your social profiles. And so take advantage of that. And that's kind of it for creating your IG page, creating your Facebook page, and linking it to your ad account. If you have any questions, drop them in the community feed, and if there's a pin module here, check it out, and we'll see you in the next one.
Nice. All right, we're almost done.
Hey everyone, I wanted to talk about mindset and initial goals to close out this first lesson. A lot of the beginning phases of running Facebook ads for me was just kind of scary. I did it by myself. There wasn't really anyone to give me perspective that was really experienced that I had access to. And so use this group to gain the right mindset so that you can push through to the point of optimizing your ads so that you're getting good conversions and cost per acquisition. So I want to say that spending your own money on ads is hard. It's always been hard for me. I spent a lot of money running ads, and especially in the beginning when things aren't initially working, it feels like ads don't work for me. Yep. And I just want to say that it's super normal to initially spend money to discover where you'll find pockets of making money in ads, where the winning things will be. You have to find the right audiences, and you also have to find the right offer and messages, and you have to find the right images or videos. And our goal is to help you spend the least amount of money to discover that so that you can start to set normal budgets and have normal goals. And so understanding some of the mindsets that are helpful is something that Matt and I will be showing often in this group. We'll probably have a lot of things pinned to this module because the mindset is everything. Failing fast and learning fast is important. When Matt and I started another school community, we were running ads. We spent $100 or $200 on this group before getting a conversion. And you start to feel like, is this going to work? And we had to play with the offer a bit. We had to play with the images a bit. But getting feedback from people about what's going on is what will kind of carry you into the next phase. And so it's really important to understand your audience, and it's really important to nail your offer. We touch on this in this group, but this isn't an offer group, and this isn't a group about building out what your group is. And so Matt and I are pretty good at this. We can offer a little bit of help, but we are here to help you with your ads. And if your problem is your offer, then we can help you a little bit. And then you may have to take some initiative and improve your offer and come back to ads with an improved offer. And so I wanted to say that, it's going to be normal that you run your ads for a couple $100 before you get your first conversion, especially if you don't have a very large audience already in your school. If you're running like 10 members or less, it's going to be hard to run paid traffic to a paid group. Actually, Matt and I recommend that if you don't have 50 members, your group be free until you have 50 members, and then you start to lock it up, because that's kind of where we're seeing ads to paid groups start to perform. But before we get into making images and converting your offer into copy for ads, we wanted to go through this idea that your goals during your experimentation phase are different than your goals during your testing, your scaling phase and your more of your stable phase. The way that Matt and I think of experimentation is we're just trying to get the best click-through rates initially, and once you really get the best click-through rate from your image, and this image is working really well, if you're not getting a good conversion rate, we look at your about page, we work on your testimonials in your about page, we try different audiences to see if maybe we can find an audience where you are getting conversions and give that data to Facebook so they can find more people like that. But your goal in the experimentation phase is to try a bunch of little different pockets and try a bunch of different little images, and that means that you'll spend on things that won't work in this phase. And so you can't have a cost per acquisition goal in experimentation. You can't say, like, I have a $30 group, and in this first week, my goal is to acquire a customer for $30 or less. It just won't happen. There's almost like a ticket to gathering there's almost like an entry fee to spending on ads for most people. Sometimes that's not true. If you have a really, really compelling offer, really compelling about page or funnel, you will convert out the gate, even on a broad audience on Facebook. That does happen. But generally speaking, it doesn't happen. And that's why this group is important to participate in, not just consume all these courses and then kind of try to figure it out on your own, but you got to participate in and share. So, the initial phase is focusing on learning and gathering data so that you can then create your goals. You might realize, like, my clicks are $1. I have a 10% click-through rate. And then my conversion, I'm converting 20% of traffic. So it looks like this is how much my customer is going to cost. So maybe my goal is just to get the best outcome more consistently all the time going forward. We'll help you establish goals based on your results. So just focus on learning, gathering data in this experimental beginning phase, and also know that we're in this together. Let's figure this out and make this group stronger and improve the traffic that you're running to your school community over time. Because the longer that you're running ads on Facebook, the more high quality people you should be able to bring to your group. And so it kind of starts out where you're finding these people that are lurkers. It's a little bit hard to find the right people to be in an early group, but as time goes on, these things improve. And I just wanted to leave you motivated to work on the creatives in the next lesson and get your campaigns launched, because it's important to keep moving, to fail fast, learn fast. And so get into the next module where we talk about creatives, we talk about making your images and your text using Canva and ChatGPT. You can use other tools as well. It's just a tool that I use. So we'll see you over there, and thanks for watching.
Nice.
Hey there, I want to talk about the early stage.
Last one, and then I gotta go.
Do I run my traffic to a paid group? Do I do free and then change the free group to paid, or do I do two separate? I'm noticing, like, we have John here in the group, and he's talking about how he's scared of running ads and wasting money here. And trying to click on it, it's not working, which is strange. Go back down here and try it again. Just refresh. So now he's scared to run ads and waste money, and this is a hesitation that I understand. I've had as well. Or tried to get results, didn't get anything back in January. And if we look at the group, it looks like Cash Clarity for Christians, 2x your income in 30 days without working weekends. And so is the group just for Christians, 2x your income in 30 days without working weekends, unlimited personalized consulting, one-on-one, and it's a free group, unlimited consulting. It's worth money. Why is it free?
Bro.
Because what is the
Bro, that right there is exactly Alex Hormozi's template.
Because what is the usually offering free unlimited personalized consulting is, to me, a red flag. It's like, why would somebody offer unlimited access to them if they're valuable? Like, if you're worth $4,000 a month, why would you get unlimited personalized consulting? It's almost like devaluing something while simultaneously trying to value it. And so this is pointing at something, though. I think a lot of times when someone's scared to waste money and you're in this early phase where you're trying to decide, like, do I start free? Do I start paid? The reason I think that John is afraid to waste money is because this offer isn't ready. Your structure isn't ready. You don't know if you're going to turn your free group to paid. You don't know if you're going to charge for that offer, if it's going to be free. You don't know if you're going to have two groups and one's going to be. So you really have to identify what you want to do. And Matt and I picked a specific path that we thought would work for us, but it's not for everybody, honestly. Some people have started with a free group and now they launch this paid group and they get a really good conversion rate from one to another. Some people do what Matt and I did, where you start free, you build up 50 to 60 members, and then you make it $1. You get 5-10 people, you make it $5, you get 5-10 people, and you work your way up to your price like that. We had really good success doing that. It worked for us. If you have an offer that's like $100 a month, $200 a month, and people are paying for access to you, and your time is linked to their numbers, doing what Matt and I did won't make sense. You're going to have to do something different. But choosing free versus paid, it all comes down to what your offer is, and you really need to structure this before you start running ads. It won't make sense to run ads to collect people into your free group if you're not really sure what that funnel is going to be to paid. So figure the full situation out. Are you going to charge them for some of your content and then they're going to need to pay to have access to you. That's pretty common. Are you going to just say you're an early member and you're getting free for life, but this is going to be a paid group eventually? That's what we did. And there's a bunch of other options there in between. And there's examples of this all over the school games, inside of school community. People talk about what they do. You can see this on school YouTube in the interviews. Watch the school games winner interviews. Look at what they're doing. You need to really try to identify that. If you're not sure about running ads, go back to this. What's your setup? Do you feel good about it? Could it be fixed right now? Because you kind of lack the confidence in that setup. You don't want to double down on it and spend ads because pivoting away is going to be painful. So I just wanted to speak on this because it's a common thing that I see. I see people that are kind of afraid to run ads, and when I look at sort of what they're offering, it's not really there yet. And it is kind of okay if your page is still not completely there and you start to run ads, but you need to really be working that page with your early people, and you need to be okay with just spending money to get people in your group that'll give you feedback. Because in the early days, you're not really getting a return on your ad spend. You're getting people in your group to tell you what you need to be doing. That's the value. The value isn't they're paying you. The value is they're actually people. They're actually giving you the information you need in order to make an offer that is compelling. So that's the value in the beginning. So that's what you're after. I hope this is helpful, and yeah, thanks.
Okay. All right. I think that's it. So we're gonna end stream here. Then later on, we'll watch the ad creation and go ahead and we'll do the ad creation and launch and test your ads. Yo, hey Mary, how you doing? You just catching me at the tail end. I'm actually gonna end stream here. We just looked at the ads lab on how to create meta ads. We actually set up our meta pixel so that anytime someone goes to our let's see if I can do this. Let's go to data sets. All right, so we go to data sets, we go to Sweet Booth Success, open event manager. And then after that, we go ahead and go to well, we're gonna go to test events, right? And then if I go to my school page and I go ahead and so right now there's 2 pages right there. If I go ahead and refresh, it tracks that someone came to the page. And there should be a 3rd one. Boom, there it is, 3rd one right there. And that was at 7:29, which right now it's 7:29. So that's cool. I went ahead and tracked that I visited the page. So that's what meta ads or my pixel does on meta ads right now. So that's what we just learned today, right now, in the past 30 minutes. How's my day going? Going pretty good. Again, just learning this and trying to learn how to run ads, how to run meta ads specifically. How's your day going, Mary? And while you type there, I'm gonna go ahead and try to so event name, event test data set. Why this happened? Before you can use a new custom event, you must confirm it is from your business and allow the following. It is from my business. Cool. Awesome. All right. Good. All right. Where am I from? I'm from the United States in Portland, Oregon. So, yeah, it's 7:30 a.m. Do you stream daily? What's good? Or what's good on your schedule? Yeah, so I usually stream daily. I stream from 6 to 8, but right now I have some work things that I gotta do. My job starts at 8, so I'll usually go ahead and do 6 a.m. to 8 a.m. And then after that, my job ends at 5, so then I'll go ahead and usually I'll go ahead and not stream, but I'll go ahead and stream. Maybe I'll start at 5 or 5:30 or 6. It's usually between 5 and 6. 5 and 6:30, just depending on, just depending on really like what I have left over for my job. By the way, are you open for suggestions? Can I suggest you something? As long as it doesn't have to do with me paying for something or crypto, then you're good. So yes, sure, Mary, go ahead. There's too many bots in this in Twitch, you know what I'm saying? But I'm actually really also, I did put that down because that guy was loud. That should be good here. But I am really excited to go ahead and create my ad, because once I do that, then I can maybe go ahead and you think I should go for customization on my channel? It'll give your channel a professional touch. What do you mean by like custom? You're a visual artist that helps streamers to grow. Would you like to see my work? I said two things. As long as I don't have to pay for it, and as long as it doesn't have to do crypto, I'm game. So do I have to pay for it, Mary? If I do, then no thank you. But if I don't, then sure. That was literally one of my two. Mary. I'm just saying. I told you ahead of time. I told you ahead of time. But I'll be down to take a look. But yeah, I am pretty yeah, I mean, you know, I don't really have a like, cause like I feel like some people like if we go to like the top Twitch page right now, right, a lot of them don't really have like an overlay, if that's what you're saying. Their overlay is like pretty simple. It's just like a webcam. So if I go to like browse, right, and then if I just go to like just chatting, which I'm just chatting, right, and if we go to here, let's go language and let's go English. That one's clearly. Alright, so let's go here. Right? If we go here, you know, like there's not much going on. There's just the chat on the side, chat right here, and then maybe like daily sub count. That's about like all that's going on. You know, just chatting be crazy, so we gotta we gotta keep it on the or like, oh man, there's an ad here. All right, come on, bro. This ad is so long. My goodness gracious. All right, here's another one. Another example. You know, we just got the chat right here. Face cam. I mean, I don't think share your Discord. I don't have a Discord. That's the thing, Mary. I don't have a Discord. Bold of you to assume that I have a Discord, Mary. Send it through Whispers. Send the link through Whispers. But I do have to go now since I have to get to my job. But thank you for stopping by. I appreciate it. I hope you have a wonderful day, and I will see you later. But I will look at it if you put it through Whispers, so just go ahead and send it through Whispers, Mary. Okay? You got that, Mary? You got that? All right, I think you got that. All right. Well, I'll see you guys later. Thank you for watching. Peace.